The Israeli Defense Forces say that Hamas militants have fired more than a dozen rockets into Israel. It comes in retaliation to Israeli airstrikes that hit several targets in Gaza. No reports of casualties yet. The IDF says the strikes targeted a Hamas tunnel and other military sites in southern Gaza. Israel claims that it took action after Palestinian protesters started to throw explosive devices and fire bombs at troops on the border. Now, earlier, a 15-year-old Palestinian boy was killed in clashes there, it's been reported. One Israeli soldier was also injured in the unrest there, too. Friday's riots marked 100 days now since the start of the so-called March of Return. Palestinians have been rallying at that border fence every week, accusing Israel of occupying their ancestral lands. Throughout the day Friday, demonstrators burned tyres and hurled rocks at Israeli forces who responded with tear gas and live bullets. From that troubled scene, yet again, our correspondent there on the front line in Kudri.
So I'm only 100 meters away from the fence that separates Gaza Strip with Israel, and as you see, Palestinian protesters are trying to approach the fence and break it. Well, every time there was an attempt, the Israeli forces react back with live ammunition and tear gas. Palestinians, as you see, still come to the protest, are very close to the fence and are burning tires to blur the vision of the Israeli snipers. Palestinians are still motivated and still passionate about the Great March of Return, demanding the right of return and demanding breaking the blockade on the Gaza Strip that has been imposed for more than 11 years. Palestinians today are also protesting, expressing their rage and anger against the demolishing of the Israelis to Khan al-Ahmar Bedouin village. The Israelis are also imposing more restrictions and procedures on the Gaza Strip, while they're gonna close Karim Shalom crossing, which they're not allowing any imports or exports to Gaza Strip, and they're only allowing the humanitarian needs. You can see the Palestinians angry and expressing their anger, and the Palestinians say that this is the only way they can achieve their demands, expressing their anger and expressing the rage to the whole world. Palestinians continue to raise the Palestinian flag up high during the protests, and as you see, the Palestinians are very, very close to the fence, while they know that there are heavily weaponed soldiers stationed along the fence. This is one of the injuries that came from the fence just right now. Since the beginning of the march, 18 children were directly shot dead, and they are including the 138 Palestinians killed since the beginning of the march.